The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You better be ready. No. Hold. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Right there.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Jim.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers, he's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Over here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. We less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Jones being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go again. Hey, Alpha. You got tight. You got tight right there. Nice.
Throwing Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got him in, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready? 18 Gator. 44 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Stick guy. Check 61. Matchbox lights. Twist. Sponge. No.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is. And was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
26.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Complete to Jones.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
It's just me and you. Next move. Watch it. We are going.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now Jones. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and it's 3rd and short. They'll run it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Now Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Saquon Barkley running right. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jones to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This is Coleman with a grab. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I got him. 10-30. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, take 26.
To throw again. Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
This is taken at the 18. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize it.
Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys have now moved out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth 1st half. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he fields it cleanly. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Jones now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey. Shoot.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
26.
Jones now throwing again. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. That one good for 33 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Come get some. Spell. Spell.
Second down and goal. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers, his throw incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, box drop, box drop. Wide mouth. Slam, slam, slam.
On third down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Let's go, D. Watch twist.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on second down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete here. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Hey, Steve, stick. Steve, stick. Mike, check. 59.
Rodgers from the gun. He'll throw. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Mike, 258. Hey, 88. Hey, Alpha.
Now it's Rodgers.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
He's got it. That's St. Brown, touchdown Packers. Equanimeous St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Equanimeous St. Brown. Touchdown, Green Bay.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
Throwing again, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Go! 30 base. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Back to throw. Jones. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, it's Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we can give up more than 3.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
60 or. Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Zipper.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He finds Coleman, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards and a giant first down.
They had two tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 29, Jones. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kyler Fackrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Jones operating from the gun. And Ingram holds it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go! Let's go!
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Jones throwing on 4th down, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 22 on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
No,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On second down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Packers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is third down and 12. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The Giants on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. On third down, Barkley. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Over. Kill. 6-6. Pull it high. 26.
On first down, Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less. Because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams. But I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, D6.
Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Let's go. 50, plant. 44. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to run them.
Barkley And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And then the yardage of game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Again,
it's Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good